So a tipping point is where a small change makes a big difference to a system, thanks to amplifying feedbacks within the system that turn that little change into a big outcome. We've, in the last few years, been able to find this signal for loss of stability of the Amazon rainforest, loss of stability of part of the Greenland ice sheet, loss of stability of the great overturning circulation of the Atlantic Ocean. And those are all bad tipping points. We need to halve global greenhouse gas emissions by the end of the decade, and that's just over 5 years' time. So we need to radically accelerate efforts to decarbonise the economy by at least a factor of 5. And that means finding and triggering positive tipping points where change becomes self-accelerating and self-propelling in the key sectors of emissions, particularly power, cars and trucks on the road, and heating our homes. The mandates that we find to be particularly effective to accelerate the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions in the power sector, to mandate the phasing out of coal-burning power stations in developed nations by 2035 and in developing nations by 2045. Then in light road transport, cars, to mandate the end of sales of petrol and diesel cars in 2035. For trucks on the road, to mandate no diesel truck or sales after 2040, and for heating our homes to mandate, all new home heating to be electric heat pumps by 2035. Their biggest challenge is to have the courage to impose mandates and stick with them when lobbyists for the incumbent industries are going to fight back hard against mandates and always have. So to that end, at Climate Week, we've seen the coalition of support from businesses who are voluntarily mandating that they'll purchase 100% electric vehicles, for example, or 100% renewable energy, come forward. And that can reinforce the courage that policymakers are going to need to follow through resolutely on these mandates. We're just starting to publish research showing that in the car market, we see the loss of stability of the sales and the market share of internal combustion engine vehicles before we see their sales and their market share really start to tank as electric vehicles take over. So we get confirming evidence that the car market is, well, it's already past a tipping point in Europe and China by our analysis. Bringing forward one tipping point brings forward the others by a measurable amount, and we need every month and every year of bringing forward those tipping points to get anywhere near halving greenhouse gas emissions by 2030.